Today we're here to discuss social influence, and we're going to start off with to define some terms. The first term is adopter categories. There's 5 of them: innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards. It's basically classification of individuals based on the willingness to try out a new innovation or new product.
Next, we got the past phenomenon, and Mr. Weber just gave the example of if you're a professor and all the professors are getting BMWs, that you would also want to get a BMW. So it's kind of like going along with what other people are doing and like what you're viewed as. Next one, we'll pass it off.
Is associative and disassociative groups. So basically, associative groups is like who you would associate with. So if I play beach volleyball, I would associate maybe with, definitely with beach volleyball, but maybe even like with indoor volleyball. And then disassociative group is like who you would never hang out with, which would, I don't necessarily never hang out with, but maybe like a swim team, because I would have nothing in common with them.
Next up is opinion leaders. Those are basically the influential people of the community, like the ones that set like the group the community is gonna do. So say like an opinion leader does this and does that. Everybody in that community will do that, and he can basically influence the community to do. Not whatever he wants, but probably whatever he does is really influential for that particular group of people.
And the next one is market mavens. Market mavens usually refers to an individual who is a market participant with a great deal of knowledge and connection, a trusted opinion, someone that knows a lot about the market.
And brand community, definitely like a gamer knows the market maven, a gamer knows his what all the products are, and like new games coming out, and like the brand community would be like controllers, just all parts of that type of system or game system we're talking about. And I guess we're going to move on to the questions now, discuss them.
So the first question is, why must a marketing manager understand the influence of certain groups?
Definitely, when you know their influences, and you know what can change their behavior from not buying a product to start buying that product. So just like knowing what changes their behavior, really doing that really helps your product that you're selling.
And that's the job of a marketing manager. They're supposed to know how to market their product. So that's their job, is to understand what influences every group.
If they understand what influence a particular group, they can use that to, change their behavior and make, if they don't usually do this, learn what influenced them to make them do what the marketer wants.
Yeah, it basically makes it easier for the marketing manager to create the product that really gets into the target market in their certain group, and like how they will like adjust their product to fit the certain group.
I guess we'll move on to question 2. How can a marketer take advantage of reference group influence to develop advertising strategies?
So they have a reference group, and they see how the reference group influences each other, and they can develop a strategy, and they can see how, if it's through word of mouth or if it's through social media, how they can get their product out to the masses, and how to make their product more popular.
If marketers study reference groups, they can learn basically the first question. They can learn what influenced the group and just basically build their product or their marketing strategy towards that, because they study it and learn their target market.
Yes, Moses said it's a way to get into the mind of the consumer and to get to know them better, to know how they act and what they do, and what really influences a certain group. So I guess it's a very good and probably the best way to know how you will advertise to different groups.
Yeah, I definitely think that is the best way to get to know different groups and know how that specific group definitely acts in relation to everybody else, and how to get to change their behavior to buy new products and things like that.
So the third question, or last question, is how can a marketer capture opinion leaders and encourage them to become brand ambassadors? I was waiting for someone else to answer that. Marketers can, like, if they see someone who is an opinion leader and people look up to them and look for them for like their opinions on things, and that happens a lot on like YouTube now. People, they just have blogs and they just tell you about the brands they like. So I think marketers can look to them if they can like convince them that their brand is better than any other brand out there for that certain product. And that's how they become a brand ambassador for them.
I see a lot of that, the opinion leaders influence, mostly in phones, in Android phones, for example. There's a lot of kinds of Android phones, and there's a lot of people that make reviews. There's one page that's called Android Authority. They always have reviews of the latest phones, so marketers give them like the latest phone before they come out for them to make reviews and try to convince them that their phone is good for this and that reason. So because they're opinion leaders, they influence the opinion of what I'm going to buy. They actually influence me before of what phone I would like to buy.
Yeah, so to capture opinion leader could be a big deal for a company or marketing because they are like obviously the leader of a group, or like people trust their opinions. And to become a brand ambassador for a certain company is like the best way to advertise your company and your product. To have an opinion leader as a brand ambassador will affect more people than if it was just a regular person, I guess.
And to capture opinion leaders, for example, like you're in a high school or whatnot, and it's more the athletes, the kids that a lot of people look up to, and if you see them wearing something new or using something that's different, a lot of other kids in the school could possibly want to wear those same clothes or use that same object or something like that. So definitely getting the people that other people look up to, have them just like your brand, say your brand's name all the time, definitely helps change other people's behavior when they see the opinion leaders. I think that's it.